Okay, this is my postpartum video, and I'm making this for a lot of people I know right now are about to have a baby, including myself. And I have a little drawer in my restroom that's really close to the toilet. And so I instead of having like a basket or something, I have this postpartum drawer. And I just want to talk about a couple of things that I have in here that are going to be beneficial after I have the baby. And then I'm going to talk about icicles. Actually, I have my daughter, she's over there right now making icicles while I do this video. Okay, so the first thing I have in my drawer, I guess I'll start on this side, postpartum bath herbs. And basically, this is Earth Mama Angel Baby. And so after I have my daughter, I'm going to soak in a variety of herbs to help with the healing process. I also have here natural nipple butter for nursing. And then I've got the Mama Bottom Balm. Mama Bottom Balm, which is to help with any hemorrhoidal swelling. That's the natural nipple butter. I also have these Tux Medicated cooling pads, and they're basically hemorrhoidal pads with witch hazel. I bought a neti pot in here, and for those who don't know what a neti pot is, it's basically you fill it with water or some kind of saline water, and it relieves allergies and sinus symptoms. I tend to be extremely nasal. I get clogged my last part of pregnancy, and it gives you some relief from the swelling of your nasal passages. I just tend to have that problem. I don't know if that's something that's common for other women, but I have this in here just in case I need to do the neti pot thing. And you can look up on YouTube plenty of videos on how to use a neti pot. Here I also have disposable nursing pads, and I've never tried this before, but I'm going to try it because people said they loved it. But it's a Dermoplast pain relieving spray for burning and itching, hospital strength. So I have that in there to try it maybe a couple of times, see if it helps me at all. And then I have a little bit of this lanolin that came in a little sample. I have used that before. I do think it's just one sample, I'll go to the natural nipple butter. I think that'll be better for me. And then I also have motherwort, and I did a whole lot of research on motherwort. I will take this during my labor to help ease the stress from that, and then I'll take it immediately after I have her, and it's very beneficial to mothers after they have a baby. I have some light pads here, and these little things that I love, they're like these little stretchy underwear that usually you get from the hospital, but since I'm having a home birth, I had to order them with my birth kit. So they're wonderful, they're stretchy, and after you have a baby, you need something like this. I just adore them. So I got actually several pair in here. And then in my birthing kit, we got these maternity length pads with tails. Now I'm making icicles. So what I'll probably do is start off with the icicles, switch over to these, and then switch to these. And then, when my bleeding stops, of course, then I'll have plenty of different variety of pads depending on what I want to use when. So I've got large, small, medium, you name it. And then I have my favorite Perry bottle. Every woman who's ever had a baby adores this because you feel and you squeeze in that area and the water shoots out and it feels amazing. I also have the Perry massage oil for pregnancy, and basically you use this starting at about 36 weeks as a massage to help when you're stretching, so that as you stretch you don't tear. I definitely had this for my last birth, and I actually ended up using it because I do a lot of coffee enemas when I'm not pregnant, and it's a wonderful lubricant for an enema bag and the little nozzle. So I'll have a whole lot left over, I'm sure, and I'll be able to use that for other purposes. But this is pretty much all that I have in my postpartum drawer, and I think it's pretty much all I'm going to need. So I'm going to go on to talking about how to make a padsicle. Okay, so here we're making padsicles, and we've already gotten started. They're kind of heavy. It's kind of cool. I bought rose petal witch hazel with aloe vera and 100% aloe vera gel. I've got a Ziploc bag, and these pads are huge. Always Maxi, the purple, is 2 times larger, and they are absolutely huge. So get that. I got mine off Amazon. Spoon. Also, I sterilized the area with disinfecting wipes because, you know, anytime you're dealing with anything postpartum, you want to make sure your working area is sterile. I also have some tea tree essential oil here that I added several drops to my witch hazel, and that's just to help with, you know, any bacteria or anything like that. So there's that. So first thing you do is you open up your wrapper and you peel off the insert, the little thing, and you set it aside because you're going to reuse it. And then carefully try not to, this is sticky, you want it to stay sticky, try not to let it touch the sides because you're going to reapply. And then also, you know, of course my hands are clean, I've washed them, but try not to touch this area here because that's the part that's going to be on your body, and you're going to have basically an open wound. You don't want to risk any type of infection. So this is a huge pad. I'm really not going to focus on putting anything up in this area. I'm going to focus on saturating the part that would touch your vagina and the part that would go towards your bottom. And all I'm doing is just basically saturating the pad. And then I'm adding the aloe. You don't want to add too much or make it too thick. Just enough to freeze and cool the area. So now I'm spreading it around, spreading the aloe. I can smell the witch hazel. It's not too strong. I'm sorry, I can smell the tea tree. It's not too strong. Okay. And then carefully I kind of let that stick a little. I'm going to put this back in place. Take my little wrapper, put that there, and then fold it back up. Okay, put that back on there like that, and stick it in my little Ziploc. Okay, so I'm gonna make however many of these until my witch hazel and aloe runs out, and then I'm gonna put these in the freezer so that after I have the baby, all I have to do is go in the freezer, grab one, come here, and use it as I'm, you know, going through my postpartum phase. And that's it. So this is my postpartum care. Please remember always to be sterile. Keep your area clean if you're making padsicles. Have either a basket or a postpartum drawer or something where after you have your baby and everyone's focused on the baby, taking care of the baby, but you also have to be prepared to take care of yourself. You have to be prepared because you're healing. And sometimes women are, you know, not really tending to their body the way they should. And it takes a lot longer to get better after having a baby. You are dealing with an open wound inside of your body that you have to be careful that you don't overdo it and you don't put yourself in a situation where there's a non-sterile environment after you get home from the hospital, or in my case if you're having a home birth. Keep everything clean, wash your hands, and take care of yourself. Okay, peace.